Right, guys, I think we can officially say good afternoon now. It's just gone past midday. My name's Brian Meller, and the idea of this festival coming together was for us as a hospitality community to come together and catch up with each other. And along the way, Sean and the other organisers decided that it would be a great opportunity to try and raise some money for our industry charity, Hospitality Action. As you know, thank you for all the donations so far. We're going to go into a very short video, Hospitality Action, and then we're going live to Tim over in Yorkshire.
Ollie Hoyle, Catering Manager.
Peter Molar, Doorman.
Ricardo Oliva, Concierge.
Ulrich Edwards, Concierge Assistant.
We've got you.
Linda Anderson, Cafe Owner.
Ioana Georgiou, Junior Sous Chef.
Nuno Pinto, Bartender.
Mark Black, Head Porter.
Andrea Demir, Receptionist.
We've got you.
Aaron Dixon, Apprentice Chef.
Federica Pinna, Pastry Chef.
Sabino Mazzone, Pastry Chef.
Himari Bochke, Barista Supervisor.
We've got you. Sean Maharjan, Sushi Head Chef.
Mitchell Collier, Duty Manager.
Anna Grabczewska, Public Area Cleaner.
Whatever you do in hospitality, isn't it good to know that someone's got your back in case anything goes wrong?
Fantastic. Thanks for your time. Listen, let's get into it. When you think of this guy, top man, top chef, top bloke, is he a top dad, Charlie?
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Listen, big round of applause, big welcome to Tim Bilton. How are you, buddy?
I'm very well, Brian. I'm as good as I can be, to be quite honest. Thank you very much, and what a great opportunity for you all inviting me to do this Northern Food and Drink Virtual Food Festival. I'm quite sure there's a lot of people out there that sort of enjoy going to food festivals, and especially over the bank holiday weekend. And this is in lockdown. I think this is absolutely brilliant. And when Sean contacted me, I absolutely jumped at the chance, Brian.
Yeah, I know. I've been watching some of your videos during lockdown and that. So, what are you going to be cooking today then?
Today we're going to be doing a pan-seared sea bass, which is this magnificent creature here, and we're going to be doing some stir-fried Asian greens, and we're going to be doing some sticky coconut rice to go with that as well, Brian. I think spring's certainly sprung now, and my sort of style of food, I suppose it changes, like many chefs, changes throughout the season, and I just like bringing that sort of freshness and then vibrant colours to the plate, really.
Good. And Charlie's going to be helping. Yeah,
absolutely. Right, so we crack on.
Yeah, go for it.
Right, brilliant. First thing we're going to do is we're going to get the rice on. Now, ideally, what I would like to have used is some short grain rice to almost like pudding rice, really, to get that nice sort of stickiness. But I haven't got any. I'm just using long grain. So basically, Brian, all we've done here is we're not going to wash the rice at all, and it gives us that lovely sticky effect. So I've got a little bit of lemongrass that I'm just going to smash up a little bit. And all these are just aromats that I want to add into the rice. Some ginger, star anise, ricin, touch of water, and then we've got some coconut milk. So we're literally just covering that rice. And that's all we want to do. We're going to bring that up to the boil. Pinch of salt. Bring that up to the boil, and then we're just going to turn it down. I'm going to stick it on the back and just let that simmer away nicely. So we'll get that going. Right, a couple of things that we've got here. I've got some fantastic sea bass, but what I've also got as well from my fish supplier in Huddersfield is some fantastic king prawns. So we're going to marinate these as well. Now, Sale Brand, who I use in Huddersfield, it's the sort of sister company of Hodgson's in Hartlepool. And when I was filming the Great British Menu, great pleasure of meeting Alan Hodgson up there, and what a great guy. What I didn't know about fish is not worth knowing, but the guys down at Sale Brand as well, they're superb, and how they've diversified what they're doing. Because as you know, sort of all the restaurants are shut, gastro pubs, cafes, nobody's taking anything. The fish that the sort of that the customer, general public can get now is second to none. It's absolute restaurant quality. So all we're going to do to start with is we're going to take the fillets off this beautiful sea bass. So slightly just behind its gill and behind those two fins there, I just slice that down. And then if I turn that round there, we're going to follow its backbone all the way down here. Now the reason why I wear gloves is those are really, really sharp.
Yeah.
That dorsal fin there is really sharp. And 9 times out of 10, Ben, I'm quite sure you're the same. I always end up pricking myself with the things. It's really painful and sore. So just a little bit of protection, that's all it is. Right, Brian, hang on, I've got to put my glasses on because I can't see what I'm doing otherwise.
I know the feeling, pal.
Oh, I know. That's what old age and working in dark kitchens does for you. So straight on its back. To there, and then we're just going to carefully, using the tip of the knife, is just lift that fillet from there. So you can see what we're doing all the way across, and the knife is literally just on its backbone and on its rib cage there, and we're just peeling that off.
We've got Deliciously Yorkshire commenting saying it's great to see you inspiring the next generation of chefs.
Oh, well, that's very, very kind of them. Very kind. So thank you for that. Yeah, cheers. So we're just going to trim this fillet up now. That's just the belly. Actually, can you just give that a little stir for me while I do this? And then there's normally a couple of little pin bones in here. So a pair of fish tweezers, and we'll just lift those out. And just by touching and feeling, we'll make sure all of those are out of that fillet there. So wonderful.
We've got a question coming, Tim.
Yeah.
From Yorkshire Rapeseed Oil. Any tips for those scared about filleting fish, me included? That's not me, that's them.
To do it for you. Yeah. our fishmonger, Sale Brand, they're more than happy to you can see this what we've got here. So I asked the guys down there, so they gutted the sea bass for me, and then they descaled it all as well. Because the wife's not too happy when I start descaling fish and there's fish scales flying about all over her kitchen. So that's the reason why. But any sort of fishmonger, I suppose it's the same for the butchers. Any sort of trim, they will be more than happy to do that for you. So yeah, don't be scared to ask, is what I would say. So that there, and all we do is just slightly slit that, and that'll just help penetrate the heat going into there. So that's our fish fillet done. Right, Charlie, I want to marinate them prawns.
Yep.
So I'm just going to pop that rice on the back stove now and just let that tick away nicely. Right, so what we've got here is some brilliant king prawns. So that's one we've done earlier. So Charlie, we're going to peel that off. And then if you can stick those onto there. Yeah, you're all right doing that? And I'll get you a few more bits sorted out for your marinade.
Tim, the lovely Wendy Preston's in and watching.
Oh, wonderful. Hi, Wendy. You okay?
Hi, Wendy.
That's another one. Wendy would be massively involved in food festivals, sort of taking pictures and photography and whatever that she does. It's really, really good. So I've got a little bit of ginger.
Loving the concentration, Charlie.
Perfect.
I agree. They say, think everyone needs a Charlie in their kitchen.
Listen, he's better than his older brother, I'll tell you now. It's a lot cleaner. That's it. Is that done? Right, brilliant. Let's pop them onto that plate there. That'd be nice. Yeah, pop that on as well. Lovely. So we've got some ginger in there. We're going to pop in some garlic. It slips off. It's fine, don't worry.
And I think, Tim, any young chefs or anybody watching at all, just looking at what we call your mise en place there, your setup.
This was sort of, as you know, Brian. This was drilled into me from a very young age. I started cooking when I was 13 years. Well, I started washing up when I was 13 years old. And I suppose it's the habits that you get into in your sort of early days that you carry on through. And I know I was taught by some magnificent chefs. And it's just stayed with me ever since through all my life. And it's, you know, the motto goes, happiness is a mise en place tray. Mise en place only means like to put in place. But it's having everything done. And the hardest part of this dish is prepping all of this veg. So I've done quite a little bit, just so I don't bore people by peeling carrots and carrying on. So over to this marinade. Right, Charlie, can you smash all them in? Now, we're going to cheat a little bit here. We've got some minced chilli. So the only reason why we're using minced chilli rather than fresh is I don't want Charlie scratching his eye or anything like that. Yeah. After he's peeled that. So bang that in there. Now, I've also got a little pinch of sumac as well. I'm really into this, Brian, at the moment. I must admit, it's quite a sort of a new discovery for me, is sumac. It gives it that beautiful sort of fragrant lemon sort of a kick, bit of a hit. I'm right into that at the moment. So, a little bit of teriyaki sauce. Carefully now, smash that up. That's looking good. That's it, nice. And a little touch of sesame oil.
I think your point about sumac's really...
Say again, Brian, sorry.
Say your sumac, you never stop learning or discovering in this business, do you?
Never, ever do you ever stop learning, you know what I mean? And that's one thing that I like about this sort of trade as well, because you never stop. Somebody introduces something from a far-flung field, and then you add a little bit of this into your cooking, and it just elevates you yet again. You know, it's wonderful. Yeah. I was a good friend of mine, Kenny Atkinson. There's been some repeats of the Great British Menu on one of the TV networks, and he texted me. And I can't believe, it was like 10 years ago, and I can't believe the sort of style of food that we did then to where we are now. It's completely, utterly different. And like you say, like we all sort of, all chefs and bakers and food producers sort of pinch an idea from there and pinch an idea from there and borrow something from there and just bring it all together. And I think it's just a wonderful thing. You know, I don't know if you know or whether it's relevant, but I enjoy what I'm doing, and I've got believe it or not, I have stage 4 terminal cancer. And when you talk about the sort of the chef industry, I have everybody commenting and wishing me all the best, from Marco Pierre White to Gordon Ramsay to Mary Berry to Delia Smith, everybody. And it was just so heartfelt. And I think that's what this community is all about. Yes, restaurants and cafes and gastropubs we're all competing against each other for that customer. But when somebody's chips are down slightly, we do massively come together and just support each other. And my heart goes out to anybody that's in the hospitality industry. I love you all. I love you all. So back to the prawns. Right, Charlie babe, look at that bad boy. Look at that. Stunning. Right. So what we're going to do now is we're going to spoon this beautiful marinade. The smell of that, Charlie, is wonderful. Right. Let's spoon that over there and we'll get some marinade into that. Now, ideally, what we'd like to do is marinate that for, I don't know, a couple of hours, overnight even. It's all right, Charlie, it'll be fine. We're going to roll it all in it. Keep spooning it on.
Charlie, just move that to the side a little bit so we can see. Brilliant, thank you.
That's it, get it on.
So, Tim, Wendy sent a message to say we all love you, and we do. And the support that you has been getting is massive, isn't it? Through the challenges that you've had.
Yeah, absolutely. Do and it was my good friend that said to me as well about. So I do a blog now. I was completely and utterly blinkered and just moving at 100 miles an hour in one direction, and this hit me like the biggest steam engine ever. And when somebody says to you, like last year, without treatment you'll have 12 months to live. When they say that to you, Brian, and I hope you never hear that, but when they say that ringing in your ears, you hear it for the rest of your life. And I am a complete and utter different person to what I was sort of five years ago. Completely. My wife thinks she's married a different person. Whether that's good or bad or not, I do not know. But I am different. And a good friend of mine said to me, "Why don't you?" That's perfect, Charlie. That's lovely. Put that spoon in there. Look at that. Stunning. So while I'm talking, I'm just going to carry on with a few bits as well, Graham.
Yeah.
So, great friend of mine, a lady that's in charge of marketing at Cannon Farm, where I work now, and that's quite a funny tale as well. So, after I've been diagnosed the sort of first time, it all started in my left eye, the cancer. I made that cut out and bits and bobs. And my friend Nikki said to me, she said, "Why don't you start a blog?" I said, "Well, what am I going to say?" She went, "Well, look what's out there at the moment." And us, we've just had National Mental Health Week, and us men, we sort of gloss over what's wrong with us. And a little bit of research that I did, I found there's a lot of pink cancers out there. And now when I say pink, I mean women. Women are brilliant at talking about their sort of ailments and what happens to them, sort of breast cancer, ovarian cancer, anything. Women are great. Us men, oh no, it's a sort of sign of weakness. So I thought, right, I'm gonna do a blog, and it's called On a Knife Edge, and it's all about what's happening to me with my cancer and my treatment. And I thought I've got to be totally honest with people. So I sort of post about the sort of good days, the bad days, and believe me, the really, really shocking days. That's without using the French. And the response, Brian, has been phenomenal. absolutely phenomenal. And sometimes when I don't post for a couple of days, I have people sort of texting me saying, "Are you all right, Tim?" Like my brother, my husband, my granddad, my uncle, my friends, mate. Love what you're doing. Keep doing it, and it's it gives me that sort of sense of purpose as well. Now, Brian, you know, so I can't do sort of food like this where I'm working at the moment. You know, it's Don't get me wrong. When I went to Cannon Farm, I thought I'm gonna have to do something. So I approached Robert Nicholson and said, "Can I come into the butchery?" I did 3 days, and then he offered me a job. I said, "I'd come in for a job." I said, "I've come in just to keep myself busy." He said, "Well, I need somebody to list our food offering," and I've been there now for like just over 4 years, I think now. I absolutely love it, and it's been really good. So that's me waffling on. I'm sorry about that. Back to the fish. So, such a soul.
Sorry, mate. Another question I just want to get over to you from Wendy. So, do you think the support from others in the community of cooking and food has helped you and the family over the last 12 months? I think you've just kind of touched on that, really, haven't you?
Yeah. Brian, it's been unbelievable. Do you know what I mean? And I do a Facebook and Instagram live on a Friday as well, and the amount of response from that, I have over like 20,000 views on it. It's like,
wow,
it's mad, it's crazy. So, fish in. Now, these pans are great, they're sort of non-stick, but don't try and move it now. Let that fish sort of start to seal up, and I want a really nice sort of crisp skin on there. So the other side of the pan, these perfect prawns here that Charlie's done. Do you want to fire that one? Is that one yours? Yeah, you put that one in. Yeah. So you want to put that in that pan there, nice and carefully. Just lower it into that bit there. Perfect. Lovely. Excellent. Right, push that over there. That one, right? So we'll get these going.
Right, Tim, we've got a message from Tim Clayton. You used to teach him at Thomas Danby.
Yes, I did, yes. What's his message?
He said he never really liked you. You used to get on his nerve. No, I'm joking. He says you're a top bloke and a brilliant chef, and the things that you taught him gave him a really good platform for the industry.
That's lovely to hear. Like sort of Tim's sort of one of many. I've got people now that are heading up James Martin's restaurants. I've got people heading up sort of. I am from a young age, and all I did, Brian, was teach these people how I was taught by the sort of old masters. And I didn't know any different. And it's all about having standards. You know, some of these people that had come into college and catering didn't have many qualifications or anything, but I am interested in that. It's about the passion for food and stuff like that. And Tim's just one of very, very many. You know, there's Ash that works over in Australia, who is absolutely one of the best patissiers I've ever seen. And for him to have come through my sort of Junior Chefs Academy and then on to Leeds Thomas Danby and at Huddersfield as well, it makes me so proud. And then these guys sort of coming back to me and saying, "Hi, chef." They're still calling me chef. "Hi, chef. How are you doing?" It really does. It makes you human, Brian, and it really does pull on my heart a little bit. I love it. I love them for that.
Well, you know what they say? They say you reap as you sow.
Oh, yeah, massively. Massively. Yeah, we'll put that on there in a sec, shall we? So you can see what's starting to happen now with this sea bass. It's starting to cook around the outside. That chili's hot, yeah, it's got back in the throat there. Oh, look at them bad boys. Look at that, so just turn that over. So I'm just going to put that to the back onto that gas there for a second. So all we're going to do now is we're going to finish off our sort of Asian greens. Now these are superb. We've got some sort of tender stem broccoli. We've got some broad beans from some runner beans from Yorkshire, and we've got some beautiful York asparagus. It's nice that you've come over to Yorkshire, Brian, to see God's own county, the best county in England.
I wasn't going to start that conversation.
So we've got some fennel as well, which I like a little bit of fennel into there.
I bet everybody was wincing then when you use that mandolin.
Oh no, yeah. That's the bit of the chefing that we got. I think just use a knife, just as good.
So what part of Yorkshire were you from originally?
Originally I'm from a place just outside Pontefract, and it's sort of famous for its sort of Pontefract cake.
Yeah.
So we used to serve that with our sort of after dinner coffees and what have you, a little Pontefract cake on the side. But we always have one of those love it or hate it Marmite effects as well. So we'll just turn that down right onto here. So all the preparation has gone into these two plates here. And that's all we've got. So we've got some pak choy, leaf and stem. We've got some bok choy, or choy sum. Is that not bok choy? Oh, sorry. Fennel, some shallots, some spring onions, garlic, carrots, and some red peppers. And if you want a little bit of chilli, but because we've got the chilli in the prawns, I sort of keep that off as well. So in we go. Now this is the sort of quickness of everything. From that back door. So you see just in that pan now that what we've got in there, it just looks like summer. And it's one of my sort of favourite dishes to do, really. You know, when you talk about sort of fast food and stuff, and this is the ultimate fast food.
Might have just lost you, Tim.
As far as I'm concerned, so we'll bang that in, and the leaf in.
I think at this point, looking at what's in that pan, we've got to say a big thank you to Adele for her brilliant camera work.
Yes, she's not doing too bad. She's smiling and laughing now.
Good.
A little touch of sesame oil into there. I don't sort of season these up too much, really, but I just finish off with a little touch of soy sauce, and I think that's just enough sort of salt that we have in there, Brian. So that's what I sort of tend to do.
Just touching back very quickly on the cancer, I think I remember, didn't you lose your sense of taste at one point as well?
Oh, Brian, it was that was one of the worst things that I had. So when I had my operation, so it started in my eye, and what they want to do is take out all my glands. So I've no salivary gland here. So I sort of, I'm conscious of it, but I sort of slur a little bit as well. Don't get me wrong, when I've had a drink, it gets better, as opposed to the other way around. But I lost all sense of my left-hand side of my tongue. And when you talk about loss of taste, Brian, it was like eating. And I can only describe it as like a bowl of wet cardboard. And it didn't matter what. Careful. Sit up. All right. So, what we're talking about? Taste.
Taste, yeah.
Didn't matter what you ate.
It didn't matter what I was eating. I know we've got a casual set. See, back in the old days, you cut yourself like that, Brian. You used to put ground white pepper in just to keep from bleeding.
Don't try it at home, folks.
No. But yeah, all it was like eating a bowl of wet cardboard. And for a chef, it absolutely destroyed me, and it destroyed my mind as well. You know, when you talk about what we've just gone through with that mental health week as well, it was disastrous for me, to be quite honest. But gradually it sort of came back, and I'm probably I'd say about 85% to where I was, because obviously being a chef, Brian, as you well know, it's just like being a carpenter, where a carpenter would use his hands with his tools for wood. That's our tool. Is that taste as well? So, for me to lose that, it was dreadful, absolutely dreadful. But yeah, so 85%. I'm going through what I'm going through. I'll take that every day of the week if that's what it is. So, and that's what it is. So there you go. Right, let's get back to plating up. So nice and easy now.
Then we've got a question on the screen from Debbie Bradshaw.
Yeah.
Where do you get your sumac from? And what's your top tip for a tired mum to start to cook a bit healthier?
Sumac is readily available now in most sort of supermarkets, farm shops, and whatever. That is from one of the top 3 supermarkets. It probably cost me about £2 for that.
Right.
It's the sort of colour, sort of lemony red, and that beautiful flavour. Eating healthily. It's about, I don't know, a lot of people ask me about this, but it's about sort of planning your week. Like when we go back to normal, if we ever do go back to normal, it's about planning your week and buying fresh. I suppose that I've talked. It's been about half an hour now. I've been sort of cooking, but this would have probably, if I wasn't messing about with the camera and speaking to people, this seriously, apart from cooking the rice, this would have taken me about 10 minutes. So to a normal person, it'd probably take them about 20 minutes. And that, just looking at that, is absolutely stunning. It's dead easy. And, just have a go. Yeah. People just have a go. I think since we've been in lockdown, there's been more and more people learning how to cook, where we were far too much in this society where we'd go to the supermarket or wherever and go for a ready meal. And the amount of waste we throw away, I think people are a lot more aware of that now, which I think is only a good thing. So I hope we don't go back to that. And I hope more and more people start cooking, start eating out again, and eating fresh and healthy. I think a lot more people have become sort of healthy as well with the sort of the eating habits, and also exercise as well. It's been a massive thing. To be quite honest with you, I've never felt fitter than what I have done these last sort of 10 weeks. And, that's down to sort of changing your routine and your mindset as well. So that's where we are. So some sticky coconut rice. So I'm just taking the aromats out of there. So it's almost like a sort of Don Bruit or sort of a dish. It's just like a rice dish. Those Asian greens on there with a little bit of Yorkshire influence with the asparagus. So fish on, and again, just because I'm sort of addicted to this at the moment. Little touch more on there, and then we'll finish off with Charlie's prawn. And then just to finish off, a little bit of coriander on top. So that's us, Brian, and everybody at the Northern Food and Drink Virtual Festival. that is our pan-seared sea bass with sticky coconut rice and Asian greens. I just want to say a massive thank you to Brian, to Sean, to Craig, and to Jackie, who was in the background there. Thank you very much. It's been an absolute honour. And bon appetit.
Well, I think the prawns were the best bit.
100%.
Well done, Charlie. Look, I don't know if this is true or not, but Wendy's saying that Adele will be cleaning down after this.
No, that is true. that is 100% true. Yes.
You're a very lucky man. So we've got my mate's been on, Stuart. He's originally a Yorkshire man, but has seen the light and come to Cheshire.
Oh. There must be a woman's influence there, or a partner's influence that's set into the dark side.
Well, look, mate, you are welcome over here on the dark side anytime when we get out of this. And bring Charlie. I'm the eldest if he ever gets out of bed.
Yeah, absolutely.
So what I want to say, a big thank you to you, mate, and really lovely catching up with you. And yeah, we know. Carry on with your blog if you want to watch it, folks. On a Knife Edge, and you broadcast on a Friday as well.
Facebook Live. So we do that. We do it Facebook Live and we do Instagram Live. And yeah, just give me a follow or have a look at me, see what I do, and then. Yeah, there's loads of recipes out there. I do a food slot on BBC Radio Leeds as well with the beautiful Stephanie Hurst on a Thursday at 20 to 4. So anybody that's in the vicinity to tune into that, and we're talking about food all the time. And yeah, happy cooking, everybody, and enjoy the festival, because we can't get out into the tents, into the fields and what have you. I just wish people could sample what everybody's making and doing. And brilliant. I hope it's a massive success. We'll be watching later on today, and we'll be watching all day tomorrow as well. So thanks so much.
Cheers, buddy. Well, lots of love to family Bilton. And thanks very much for that, mate. Thank you. See you soon.
You're welcome. Anytime.
Cheers. Thanks, everybody.
Hospitality Action is a force for good. We offer lifelines to people who work or have worked in hospitality and find themselves in difficulty or crisis. We help people set their lives back on track. But not all of our stories have happy endings. For April, a secondary cancer diagnosis meant the best we could do for her was to take any financial worries off her mind.
I was diagnosed summer of 2018 with sarcoma cancer and attended Christie Hospital here in Manchester, and from there I've been on a journey with various chemo treatments and an operation. Oh, I've known about Hospitality Action for over 10 years. They've been very, very good to me. They have given me little Christmas presents. I came back on my holiday and I had a birthday present from them and a birthday card, which really surprised me. It was a nice little touch. I've been given a warming grant for heating, and I've been given different amounts of money paid at different times throughout the year. With the HA's help, I've been able to recently take a little trip down to London a couple of weeks ago, and with that I was able to sort of meet up with my friends, go out. We went to the West End, we went and seen the Tina Turner musical, and we had fun. You know, it doesn't take that much sort of to be with your friends and sort of having that sort of tranquility and fun. It's less pressure too. It's knowing that next month there'll be a sum coming in then too, and that'll pay off all the utility bills. So it's a safety net that's there, and I'm very, very grateful that it's there, that I'm able to use it.
Whatever life throws at you, isn't it great to know somebody's got your back when the going gets tough? Help us to help people like April, people like you. Hospitality Action, we've got you.
The Northern Food and Drink Virtual Festival, working with We will be joined by some of the top chefs around the northern region and some industry professionals doing masterclasses and demos on the 24th and 25th of May. Event Organisation Team. We're also supporting Hospitality Action and supporting them in the work they do.
Ollie Hoyle, catering manager.
Peter Molar, doorman.
Ricardo Oliva, concierge.
Ulrich Edwards, concierge assistant.
We've got you.
Linda Anderson, cafe owner.
Ioana Georgiou, junior sous chef.
Nuno Pinto,
bartender. Mark Black, head porter.
Andrea Demir, receptionist.
We've got you.
Aaron Dixon, apprentice chef.
Federica Pinna, pastry chef.
Sabino Mazzone, pastry chef.
Himary Birchkey, barista supervisor.
We've got you. Shwam Maharjan, sushi head chef.
Mitchell Collier, duty manager.
Anna Grabczewska, publiceria cleaner.
Whatever you do in hospitality, isn't it good to know that someone's got your back in case anything goes wrong?